What's up, movie crew? So I thought I'd do something a little different than what I usually do. And that is show everyone what I have been watching. Now, normally I've seen a lot of other people show off what they bought each month. Yeah, that video's a little too long for this one. Plus, there's 2 videos that aren't coming out until next week. And I don't want to give away those videos with the stuff that I've bought when you're not going to see them for another week or so. But I can show you what I have watched. So we've got a stack. We've got another stack. And guess what? We've got a stack. Now, I was going to try to go through these in order, but that's not going to happen. Because I've got 3 different stacks from 3 different areas of my movie collection. So we're going to go with the first one, and that is that I watched all 4 Death Race movies. Alright. So I recently bought 2, I believe, at Big Lots. Then I got 3 and 4 from Groove. And then I found the first one at FYE. So I was like, alright, I've now got all 4 of them. I'm going to binge them. I'm not the biggest Jason Statham fan, but the first one's definitely the better one in the series. 2 and 3, not bad. Although it's a little weird that they're 2 and 3 when both of these take place before 1. And then there's this one, which has some racing in it. It's like Fast and Furious. It just starts with the racing and then they go, hey, we're going to do this instead. I don't get it, but hey, it is what it is. Then we've got 47 Meters Down and 47 Meters Down Uncaged. Okay, so I've never seen the 47 Meters Down movies. But they had the first one at Dollar Tree, if you saw that particular haul. I will have a pinned comment down below with the link to the video for anyone that would like to watch it. This movie's freaking awesome. I loved it. The ending. Pew! Yeah. Not to mention, spoiler alert, I went to Dollar Tree again recently for my November-December haul. The video will be coming soon. And I picked up a copy to give to someone else. Because it's that good of a movie. Uncaged, not quite as good as the first one. It is still a good movie. Don't get me wrong, definitely worth checking out if you've watched the first one. Still definitely worth watching. Recently, Shout Factory teamed up with Studio Laika and released 4 of their 5 movies. Coraline, Kubo and the Two Strings, Paranorman, and Boxtrolls. Boxtrolls is the one I could not find anywhere. I managed to find it when I was out of town one weekend at a random Walmart. I stopped in there to pee. And I was like, let me walk around for a minute. And they had it. First time watching the movie. Coraline's still my favorite of those movies. I liked it more than Kubo, and it's probably on par with Paranorman for me. for anyone that would like my personal opinion. Still a good movie, though. Alright, so I've been on a little bit of an A24 kick. You're going to see A24 a couple of times in this stack. On the Rocks. Picked it up because it was $11.99 at Best Buy. Let me see. Probably my least favorite of the A24 movies I'm going to be showing off today. Not a bad movie, it's okay. With the talent involved, I think it should have been better. Pig. I wanted to see this in theater so freaking bad, and my local movie theater did not have it, and I was pissed. I had to buy this day one. I'm glad I did. I enjoyed this movie. Now, I will say, the trailers made it look like Nic Cage was trying to do his own John Wick ripoff. This is not a John Wick ripoff. It is definitely more of an emotional drama than it is someone going badass over some random thing or some tragic thing that happened. Definitely worth checking out. If you find it at your local store, pick it up. It's not that expensive. Free Guy. I've heard mixed things from it. For those that watch some of my other videos, JP and Elliot, two of the people that you've seen in quite a few videos, are huge gamers. When my friends that are huge gamers had not seen this movie, that made me a little concerned. When another one of my friends said it sucked, that really made me concerned. But I got it on Black Friday. The opening part is great, but I do feel they crammed a little too much stuff into one movie. Ryan Reynolds is very popular right now. I think they could have held off on some stuff for a potential sequel. There was some cool stuff in it, don't get me wrong, but it could have been better. Jojo Rabbit. Another one of my Black Friday videos, or one of my Black Friday pickups. I will have that video in the pinned comment down below. JP suggested I pick this one up when him and I went to Best Buy on Black Friday. $9.99 for a 4K with the slip. A lot better than I thought it was going to be. Honestly, I'm not the biggest Taika Waititi fan. I saw Ragnarok because it's an MCU movie. All of his other stuff's been kind of hit or miss with me. This was actually really good. I would also like to point out that one of my review movies I did recently was for Last Night in Soho, which stars Thomasin McKenzie. And I said that she stole the show in that movie. She steals the scenes that she's in this as well. But also, very good movie, very enjoyable, which is a little weird given what the movie's about. Once Upon a Time in Venice. Alright, so this is one of the movies that I picked up at Big Lots for $3. Now, as we all know, Bruce Willis has been doing nothing but direct-to-video features lately, so I went into this with very low expectations. And that is considering that it has Jason Momoa and John Goodman. I am a fan of John Goodman, and Jason Momoa, the stuff that I've seen him in, I've enjoyed. Simple as that. I actually enjoyed this movie. This is worth checking out. If you go to your local Big Lots and you see this, pick it up. One of the earliest scenes is Bruce Willis butt naked in the bar on a skateboard. It was hilarious. Alright. For those that don't know, Let's Watch a Movie is a side thing for me. My main channel is Writer434. Link is in the description below. I mentioned in one of my recent videos on there that I picked up Billy Crystal's autobiography. And the weird thing was, the day before, I had watched City Slickers and City Slickers 2. Both great movies, both enjoyable. One was a little bit better than 2, but overall, both enjoyable movies. And, you know, I had to pick these up. They're Shout Select titles. Come on now. Perfect Blue. Didn't know much about this one, but it was on sale at Best Buy. It's a nice looking steelbook. You can definitely tell, for anyone that's ever seen one of the earlier Aronofsky films, Requiem for a Dream, this definitely had some influence on that and some of the psych thrillers that came out in the early 2000s. So if you like the early psychological thriller movies that came out in the early 2000s, you might want to watch this, because this probably inspired your favorite psych thriller. Tales from the Crypt, Demon Knight. I bought this one because my local FYE is closing down, which sucks. But even though this was wrapped in the plastic and was brand new, it had a used sticker on it, so it was 30% off. I was able to get it for a cheap price. And I'm a Tales from the Crypt fan. So, was glad to add this to the collection. Batman Year One Commemorative Edition on 4K. I've already seen this movie. I've watched it thousands of times, possibly. Had to pick it up. It's Batman. It is a 4K upgrade. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Had to pick this one up. Zola. One of the A24 films that I watched during the month of November. And next to Midsommar, I would say this is probably my second favorite of the A24 movies I have watched during the month of November. So I had no intentions on buying this. It didn't look, just looking at it, it didn't look like something I wanted to watch. But I was watching Mid-Level Media's A24 video. At the end of the video, he did a bit of a review on this movie. Talked about how good it was. It was an awesome comedy to check out. It is crazy, and it's worth checking out. Speaking of which, Midsommar. I originally wanted to watch this for my 31 Nights of Horror. I bought this one because I want to eventually... I keep getting told I need to check out the director's cut. And I'm going to be honest, the director also made Hereditary, which is not one of my favorite A24 films. I know a lot of people love it. I thought it was good, but I wanted to see for myself if I was going to want to watch the director's cut. So I found a used copy of Midsommar for $5 at a local store near where I live. If you've not seen this before, there's a lot of WTF moments if you are unfamiliar with what this is based on. Overall, good movie. And is definitely in my top 5 of A24 films. And it looks like I'm going to keep the A24 bandwagon rolling for a little bit. Mojave. Found this, again, at a local store near where I live. It's a used copy, hence the Blu-ray logo inside the artwork. But overall, not a bad movie. I definitely wish the pacing were a little bit faster, but I still enjoyed it. spectacular now. I will say this is not a bad movie. It's just not something I would normally watch on my own. I got this a while back from an Amazon buy two get one sale. So I thought, why not? And that's why I ended up getting it. And The Captive. Yes, believe it or not, people, Ryan Reynolds can do drama. I wish this movie were a little shorter, and there's a lot of... A24 movies have a lot of a slow burn to most of them, and this is definitely one of those. Again, not a bad movie, but I do wish it were shorter. F9. I am so thankful that this franchise is finally coming to an end. I'm a fan of Vin Diesel. But this movie was stupid. On to the next one. Steel Dawn. I've been getting the Vestron titles lately. Had to pick this one up. Not a bad movie. A Knight's Tale. Got this at Barnes & Noble for $4.99, I believe. I remember liking it when it first came out. Rewatching it, I get why people don't like this movie. Simple as that. The Croods movies. They're both good. Not something I'm probably going to revisit anytime soon. But I had nothing against either movie. Night Hunter. One of the Dollar Tree movies I got a while back. Yeah, that's pretty much it. American Werewolf in London. I went to Barnes & Noble for the Criterion sale and left with an error title. Classic movie, simple as that. I don't think I really need to say anything about this because if you don't know about this movie, what's wrong? Come on now. Monster Hunter. I didn't show this one off, but this is the only movie I picked up at Walmart for their Black Friday sale. If you're looking for dumb fun, sure. If you're a fan of the game, you're probably not going to like this one. Ocean Waves and Only Yesterday. Two of the Studio Ghibli movies I did not own. Only Yesterday, not a bad movie. But like some of the other stuff I've said before, I do wish it were a little shorter. Can't really complain too much though. Ocean Waves. Just want to let everyone know now. This one has an English dub. This one does not. Ocean Waves was the better movie in my opinion, but that's just my opinion. And finally, I had to check out one of my Criterion 4Ks. Citizen Kane was already kind of getting hand responses because of the Blu-ray disc. I've heard that Uncut Gems isn't a huge step up from the Blu-ray. Menace to Society is a step up. Of the 4Ks that Criterion have put out, this is just my opinion, I believe this is the best 4K they have released of the 4 you can get. For those that are wondering, Mulholland Drive, Citizen Kane, Uncut Gems, Menace to Society. If you had to pick just one of those to pick up on 4K, it should be this one. Great movie, great transfer, tons of special features. And you find out that the directors of this were able to do this because of one of the special features in here, which was they directed the music video to Brenda's Got a Baby from Tupac. That is everything I watched out of my collection during the month of November. Comment down below, what did you watch during the month of November? And that's going to do it for this one. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. You like what you see, leave a thumbs up. Comment down below, what did you watch during November? What are your thoughts on the movies I watched during November? Do you agree or disagree with any of my opinions on the movies I watched? But that's going to do it for this one. Thank you all for watching and tune in next time.